He had Viagra. He was the Viagra. He was the plug.
Yeah.
He was the plug out there. He was the party starter. And they got my boy. Free him. Because, like, bro, they don't understand the good that this man was doing. I know you looking at it like, oh, he was smuggling Viagra. You know what I'm saying? But what you don't realize is the party that this man...
I was thinking the negative impact that this had on the community.
I
thought cops were here to protect and serve.
Bro...
It's so funny you said. I thought about the same thing. I'm like, he was on his way to a party. He was the guy. You know, in them high school movies, the kid that's bringing the keg, and it's a whole movie.
Bro,
they killed the keg. Bro.
That's the keg. He was bringing the keg, and they got the plug, free the plug.
Oh my God, it's Wicks. Oh my God, OMG, it's Wicks. Oh my God, it's Wicks. OMG, it's Wicks.
What's happening, everybody? This is the OMG It's Wicks show. I'm the host, OMG It's Wicks. You know what I'm saying? And I got my partner over here with the shoulders. Listen, when the shoulders is going, y'all know the show about to be lit. Talk to him.
It's Manny Knox.
Ooh.
I'm changing it to the surfing.
Okay.
Slurping.
Okay.
Bourbon. Working while he's working.
You been listening to that J. Cole, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, got you in a mold, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. But okay, so you remember back in the day, right? We was talking about this a little bit, but you remember back in the day when you had that crush, right? So that you give them that CD with that playlist on it. And you listen, this one just no regular playlist. This is a playlist that you sat there, you watch, and you had to record it a little bit different. And you don't put these songs together in perfect order because the order matters. You know what I'm saying? You remember like giving them that CD once, you like, I'm not the only one, right?
No, I already gave the CD, the blank CD, then you wrote with the permanent marker and the number 1, blah, blah, blah. My handwriting was trash, so I had to give it to my sister and my mom's and be like, hey, yo, make that look legit for me, please, real quick.
Now, question, did you draw the heart on there?
Oh, yeah.
You got to draw the heart on there,
Or
right?
I did the exclamation point instead of the dot at the bottom, it's the heart.
Like, you got to know I like you. If I put these songs together for you, you got to know I like you. So, listen, I thought I was the only one.
And then when I get to a certain song, you add more hearts, like, hey, we at track 4 now. You feeling how you're supposed to be, ain't you?
Yeah. It got them along.
You know what I got mad though? There was dudes, because there's always somebody that takes it to the next level for me.
Yeah.
And then I heard dudes where they could put their voice over, almost like a DJ in the back. And it's like, bro, dang, I don't got the equipment.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
no wonder I'm losing in this game of love.
I didn't like that either. Yeah. And then they started making a label maker. So now I done wrote on my CD, but they got a label maker and they got graphics on it. And now they done drew a whole graphic
in the background.
Yeah, like, bro, like, okay, you got it.
And then you go up to her and be like, hey, Jennifer, look what I did. And she's like,
Jeff
Derek,
gave me.
Look what Derek did.
Yeah, though. Derek gave me my picture on the CD. You're losing. You know what I'm saying? So,
or even when I did do the label, you had to kind of learn how to use it at first. So my label was kind of cockeyed, and you could see the extra silver on the corner. And she's like, oh, so you really cared? You didn't even try all the way?
So I got a story real quick, right? I'm going to tell you something that happened to me. So one time I was actually doing that with a CD, and it was the label maker, but the paper I used was too thick, and it messed up a CD player.
Damn.
Needless to say, I didn't win that one.
She's like, you hate me?
Yeah, like, your CD messed up my CD player. And I'm like, my bad, bro. Like, my bad. You know what I'm saying?
It just shows you how the relationship's going to go.
Yeah. Like, she should have took that as a sign. But I'm going to take you even back farther than that, Manny. Now, I know I'm a little bit older than you, right? So I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember recording your voicemail with the song in the background?
I never did it.
Bro.
Because I didn't feel like I was cool enough to do it, but I do remember a lot of people doing that.
Bro, my mind was lit. I used to sit by the radio because, we didn't really have a way to, like, play the songs that we wanted. So you used to have to listen to the radio and wait for your song to come on. Yeah. But you knew your song was coming on, so you would be, while the song is coming on.
Just waiting.
And then you just let it play for a little bit. They'd be like, yeah, this is so-and-so.
Life was so hard. Because can you imagine you've been waiting for like hours and you're like, I know the song's going to come right. And then you read it and you're like, yeah, this is Wicks. And the song's back. And then like, well, I'm in a Hispanic household. So in the background, like, right, the mess up all the time. And the song coming up for nothing. Emmanuel! ¡Limpiate cuarto! And you're like, damn, I gotta wait till 7 p.m., bro. Yeah, you killed it.
I waited on this for 6 hours. So that's that was what I had to deal with growing up. Yeah, it was a struggle. But once you finally got it, like, you felt like you accomplished something. Now, these kids these days just set up their voicemail. Hey, you read so and so. No, put some thought behind that. Like, I want to hear the Jodeci shit playing in the background. Oh, my life. Hey, yeah, you don't reach Wicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was,
I don't even listen to my voicemails now. Do people listen to their voicemails anymore?
That's a good question.
I don't remember the last time I've never listened to my voicemail.
I don't even set up my voicemail.
I don't even know what my voicemail sounds like. Yeah.
They get the automated.
Yeah.
Like, they get the automated. You
I'm
have
gonna
reached.
just call you back or text you. I'm like,
yeah, and I'm gonna text you. Text me, because chances are I done saw my phone ring.
if it was important, you didn't get to me. It's over. Like,
yeah.
So what does it matter?
What I'm gonna do? But so yeah, but we listen. That was just a time period that we have to go back to. I feel like we need to put more thought into our voicemails. So when people call and they get the voicemail, they're not as angry that they got it. You know what I'm saying? And then there was the time where people used to be like, hello, hello, hello. I didn't like those people. They'd be like, hello, 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 hello. Ha, you thought you got me. And I'm like, no, I didn't. Yeah, I know I didn't. I knew you did this. But then you be on the other end like, hello, hey, this is, and you know what I'm saying? And then they really did trick you, so now you mad. Yeah, it was a crazy time. But so we doing some Florida, this show Florida, Manny. Cause we was talking about that with the pythons.
A lot of danger.
Listen, I got Manny doing some Florida. We got a show where we just doing a bunch of Florida adventures, but y'all stay tuned. We're going to have that coming to the channel pretty soon. Manny going to catch a python.
And if you somebody that has adventures or does adventurous things or you do tours and things like that, hit us up in the email.
Yeah. We're going.
If we like what you do, we might head out your way.
Yeah.
To be a part of Florida.
That's a fact. So we definitely will do that. Also, so I know we took a break, right? And we ain't even apologize. I apologize, y'all. We took a break, but there was a lot going on as far as in that break. So I went to the Visit Florida Tourist Conference, right? It was a bunch of tourism Florida companies there. And it was the craziest experience because with me, y'all know how I am. I stay in the house. So I didn't expect as many people to know who I was. So when they was like, hey, you come out, you do a meet and greet, and I'm like, thinking to myself, okay, I'll sit here, but nobody's going to talk to me, bro. I can tell you, I took pictures from the time I stepped in to the time I left with people telling me how much they appreciate what I do. So that was an experience. And the question that I got the most was, how does it feel to be famous? I don't view myself as famous. Y'all know how I am. Like, I'm just me. But that was the question. And I think that's what, like, a lot of people... I think some people can handle it. Like, I think you can handle it.
No, I can't. It's funny you say that.
So I just gave you more credit?
I haven't even told you about this.
Okay.
I don't want to be famous, but I want the things that come with fame. Really just the money. I don't care about fame. I really want money. I just want to be able to live comfortably. So I'm at work the other day, and you know, it's so hard to do this because I can't be full Manny because YouTube could kick us off.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try to say this, and if we have to censor it, I don't think we have to, but just... So I'm at work, and, you know, there's always new people coming in. There's this training class, and I'm leaving work for the day. I'm going down the stairs, and there's this dude, and he's like, oh, snap. He's, like, talking to his friend. He's like, that's Manny Knox. And I'm like... His friend's like, what? Who's that? He's like, he's famous. I was like, what? He goes, yeah, he has this podcast. He's famous. And I was like, I look at this, I'm like, I'm not famous.
I do that all the time.
And then I didn't do this on purpose, but I get awkward with people.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, you're only like the second Asian that I've seen in this place. We need more Asians. So if you know more people, bring them over. Like, there's not enough Asians. And I don't think that was a good introduction for me. I can't be famous. It won't work well. Do they still cancel people?
Yeah. Well, for like a week or so.
I feel like
they're weak, so they'll definitely cancel.
I feel like people would attempt to cancel me. I don't think I could ever really be canceled though.
Yeah, no,
I mean I'm not famous, but if I got famous, I don't.
And I still, because I'm not like I don't subscribe to like the whole famous thing. Like I appreciate that I'm able to impact people the way that I do, and you know that's why I try to keep it so positive, and because you know this world is crazy that we live in, so. But like I do that all the time. So people are like, hey, you're famous, and I be like, no, I'm not.
And is there like maybe there's levels to famous?
Yeah, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're not famous, but you have fame. Or maybe it goes from you're popular to famous. I don't know. But there's definitely levels to it. I don't know what we call it, but yeah.
But I definitely would. And like I said, I know a lot of people that come up to me. Like I appreciate it. I'm not one of those people like, oh, don't take a... Like I'm cool, and I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? I don't subscribe to the fame thing. It ain't really who I am. But I did notice something, right? So there was a conversation being had online, and I was like, "This is an interesting conversation because I've experienced this myself. Where when you're coming up the you know on your way, there's a lot of people that root for you. You know what I'm saying? They're rooting for you. They want you to win. And then when they feel like not how you feel, but when they feel like you've reached that level of success, then all of a sudden they don't like you. But it's not for anything you've done. It's just, I think people naturally root for the underdog.
Yeah.
So when they feel like you're no longer the underdog, then they're like, all right, well, how do you feel about that? Like, how do you?
No, I feel you. I've experienced it to a small degree. Back in the day, we did music.
Yeah.
We had our studio. We were doing a lot of music. We were doing a lot of events. So I remember when we started, we were working and helping with a lot of people.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I say this to a small scale. It got to a point where our music started becoming popular.
Yes.
And then those same people that we helped support, and we're still helping support while we were gaining our popularity, then it's like they act like they never knew what you did. Like you never had talent.
Yeah.
Because they were so used to us supporting them and not putting our stuff ahead of them. So once because of our hard work, we got more notoriety.
Yeah.
Then they pretended like we had no talent.
Yeah.
Why did you guys go from the background to the front? Well, we got to the front because we actually put in work and people noticed that, right? So I experienced it, but on a small scale.
But it's still,
you're gonna experience it on a whole different level here.
Nah, we
and I'm gonna be
DJ Khaled
excited to be in the background talking that junk.
But that's what
behalf.
Like I've had people that because I feel like I'm the same person. I'm the same me. Y'all know me. I'm always stuck in work, so I don't even realize a lot of what's going on even outside of that. Because like a lot of people like, oh, you won this award, and I'm like, okay, cool. And why I'm saying cool to you, I'm also back into working on something totally different. Like y'all, I know y'all get tired of me because every other day I'll be like, hey Rudy, hey Manny, I got this new show idea, and I know y'all look like it, but that's more work. But that's all I think about. You know what I'm saying? So. And somebody said it because I think it was the Drake thing. So when Drake was on his way up, a lot of people were rooting for him because he was the R&B rapping dude. But I feel like because Drake is successful, they like, oh, well, we don't like you now. And it's like, why you don't like him? He's still the same. He's funny. He's still the same person. LeBron James, he does a lot of positive for the community. He does a lot of positive for people in general. And people just hate him. And they like, why you don't like LeBron James? Because he thinks he's... You know what I'm saying? It's not what he think. I think it feel like what they, people are
that's just people's insecurities.
Boom, there you go.
Because now it's like, well, hold up. I'm talented. I'm this. Why you there and I'm not, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what it turns into.
So I do, like I said, I did want to touch on that. And also, and I don't know if it's just me, but like I do have, like I remember my family members, and I think I spoke about this on the podcast. My family members that when I started this, they support me. Like those family members still support me. But you also have family members that see what you're doing and they like, hey, can you hook me up? And it's like, and I know you experienced that, especially at the studio. May not even family members, but even like close friends. Like, have you experienced family or friends like, hey, could you hook me up with, you know what I'm saying?
It was more friends, not family.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be real with you too. Well, I guess it's different. What I was thinking about was like, I don't really mess with nobody or talk to nobody.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I reach out to people and or family just because I need something at that time. And I don't feel bad about it at all. Because even if you call me out, I'm like, yeah, I mean, look, I'm sorry. Like, I really ain't got nothing to talk to you about.
But I did it.
I hope you're cool, but I needed this, and I know you're a person I could talk to about this, so I don't know what to tell you, bro. If you want to help me out, great. And if not, cool.
But me
my
knowing
heart ain't
you,
gonna be broken.
But me knowing you, you're not a type of, like, you're not the type of handout person. Like, I've known you, and you don't like for people to do things for you. It's more show me how to do it.
Yeah.
Then, so that's different for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that I can deal with. Hey, like, I have family members that I haven't talked to. Like, on my way up, I used to see them on social media sharing other people's stuff. You know what I'm saying? But they wouldn't share my video. And then once I got to a certain level, then it's like, oh, that's my cousin. And it's like, hey, cuz, can you basically get me to where you are? And it's like, no, like, that's not how this
and
works.
now you cousins with people that you ain't even know you was cousins with. The family tree done grew overnight.
And now they're like, hey, in your
77 branches.
Exactly. And that was like, I don't know, it's just strange to me. Like,
you wasn't with me shooting in the gym?
That's one of them bars right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's even bring me to my next point, right? So even on our break, I was watching this. I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and they were saying like Jay-Z's cousin. You know, Jay-Z was doing an interview, and basically he was saying his cousin asked him for $4,000. But he didn't say his cousin asked him. He said if his cousin was to ask him for $4,000, he would say it does. Well, he said his cousin asked him, right? And he said it doesn't work like that. And a lot of people was giving him backlash because they're like, you a billionaire. Why would you not just give him the money? And like I have my opinions on it, but I'm gonna let you rock.
I get it. Like they're saying you have such an abundant amount of money, you're a billionaire. What does 4,000 do for you? So I ain't gonna lie, me, I would probably just give my cousin a 4,000 as long as it's like a one-time thing. But now if you want to keep coming back, then it's like, all right, well, what are we doing here? Like instead of you coming to ask me for money, what you trying to do? What's the business plan? Or yo, how about you ask me to put you to work? Let me give you a job for that 4,000. We can make more than 4,000. What you trying to do? Like you.
That's what.
So I guess that's how I would. That's how I would think about it.
And I don't think he was just saying it to any cousin.
Yeah.
We all have that cousin. We all have that cousin or that relative that always got a new idea, a new scheme that they trying to run, and they want money from it. You know what I'm saying? So we all have that cousin, and I'm pretty sure that was. Like when people are like, oh, you should have just gave it to him. And I'm like, y'all don't know which cousin it was. Because if it's that one cousin that always like asking for things and always want you to do things and they never have a full plan, they just want you to keep giving them money, then of course you're going to look at that cousin and be like, no, you know what? Give me a full business plan. So I'm not going to say no. And I don't think Jay-Z didn't say no. He just said it doesn't work like that. So you have to give them a full business plan. You have to let them know what you're trying to do with that money instead of somebody just giving you money. And I think the greatest quote for this is, if you teach a man, it's better to teach a man how to fish than to give him the fish.
Yeah.
Because if you give them the fish, then you're going to have to keep giving them fish. But if you teach them how to fish, then they can go get their own fish. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would be what I would, I guess, tie it into or make it make sense to me. So I wasn't as angry at Jay-Z because of that, because, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not tripping. Like you said, it's specific. It's situational. So I don't know who it is. I don't know what is the situation. Is it a one-time thing? He always hit me up. And I'm always like, I try not to tell people they're wrong on whatever their opinion is. Your opinion is your opinion. And whether I agree with it or not don't matter. Because none of us got the handbook to life. So I don't know what's the right thing to do and what's the wrong thing to do in situations.
That's true.
So do you, I'm going to do me, and let's just try not to hurt people intentionally.
Boom.
Based on, what decisions we're making, always try to make it so you ain't intentionally hurt somebody. But if somebody get hurt, what can I do?
And that's the thing, because I always tell people, because people want to argue, and they'll try to make you feel like their opinion is fact. And my biggest thing is do what makes you feel good as long as you're not hurting people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you have an opinion, like I have people get in my comments and were like, this place is better than Publix. And I'll be like, okay, that's your opinion. Like, you're not going to change my opinion by you telling me your opinion. That's your opinion. Do your thing. Like, that's just, make the sub line shorter for me. So perfect. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so question. Do you feel like it's part of your growth process if you only hang around people that, how can I word this? That agree with you all the time?
Yeah, you can't. You're not gonna benefit from that. You're not gonna grow from that. But also, I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about it. It's weird to me because I don't interact or make friends with people for any specific reason. Right? It's usually random. We meet by chance or whatever. Yeah. So I'm not necessarily looking out for people for this or for that. Yeah. But like I said, you cannot grow with a Mr. Me Too, with somebody who always agrees with you. And you got to be challenged.
I think that's actually how we became as close of friends as we are. Like, cause me, like Joe, especially I met you through Joe. You met me through Joe. And the reason why I used to hang around Joe was because Joe was one of the people that never was like, yeah, bro, you should. You know what I'm saying? He was always like, I don't really know about that. And then when I met you, you was always, to me, was more like, you wasn't a yes man. You would tell me exactly what I needed to hear. And sometimes I didn't like to hear it, but when you go back and think about it, you're like, you know what? That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It taught me, and I've never been, like I said, especially now, like if you're doing business or you're doing something that you're trying to advance in, you put yes men around you, you're never going to get to where you're going. And I see a lot of other creators and musicians and people, they'll put yes men around them, and they'll always stay the same. You know what I'm saying? And we know somebody personally that surrounds themselves with yes men intentionally, so that, and they haven't grown in the 15 years that I've known them. Yep. So I would say that, but
and that friendship got ended pretty quickly.
Because you're not you're not a yes man. You're definitely a lot of people, and I get it because even the people that's around me. I have some people that have to get used to me, and it's not. And I always tell them, if I care about you, you'll know that I care about you because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna. Well, I don't really lie anyways, but I'm not gonna yes man you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I care about the outcome of the situation. So I'm not just gonna say what makes you feel better. I might deliver it because I had to work on my delivery. So I might deliver it better than I would, in the past. But I definitely will give you the information. Like, hey, you might not like this, but this is what I noticed. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can it's not coming from a hurtful place if I tell you, because I actually have to care about you to actually get into that with you. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it was hard then, and it's even harder now to, like you said, to find people that are open-minded and willing to take some feedback or some constructive criticism.
Oh, yeah.
Because then it was hard, but it's even harder now because not everybody loves to talk about haters.
Yeah.
Now, if you tell somebody, yo, well, this is why I think this might not work, and maybe you should think about it. Oh, you a hater. You're not supported. Like, how am I? And no plan is perfect.
Yeah.
Nobody can come up with a perfect plan.
Exactly.
So even if you come to me with a great plan, I should still be able to ask questions and poke holes in your plans. That way you can be prepared for the other side of things or for something that might happen, right?
Yes.
And even if you don't agree with me, at least listen to what the hell I'm saying.
Yeah.
Give it some thought, and then be like, hey, I don't agree with you. I thought about it. Like, so I say it was hard back then. It's even harder now. And to piggyback on what you said, even like I have changed.
Yeah.
But I'm still never going to be a yes man and not tell you the truth. But to agree with you big time, and you guys know better than anybody, I really had to adjust my delivery. Back in the day, I was harsh. I didn't think about the delivery. To me, it was like, no, we're friends. You know my brain. So just take the positive out of it.
You're in here.
But then I learned everybody's not built the same mentally.
Yeah.
Like you can't if you're talking to 100 people, you can't give the same. You can't expect all 100 of those people to receive the message with one delivery. You have to deliver it different to a different set of people.
I agree with that.
So I'm not gonna change. I'm still gonna be honest, but I have grown and said, all right, I'm gonna tell people this a little different. I'm gonna I remember one time. This messed up a friendship because of my delivery, but this person was almost just as harsh as me, so I still expected them to understand it. But I'll tell you this, we were still on the come up.
Yeah,
we were working hard, but we were struggling.
Yeah,
and then he gets this girl pregnant, and me not. At the time, not thinking of my delivery was like, yo, you made a dumb decision. You really just made life even harder on yourself.
Yeah.
And at that point, what the person wanted to hear first was, hey, congratulations. That's great. And I could have delivered it as in, yo, that's good. I'm happy for you. But work's going to get harder now. So we got to really dig in, right?
Yeah.
And instead, my initial reaction was like, wow, you're stupid for doing that, right?
Yeah.
So that affected that friendship. So that it was that situation. I was like, all right, bro. It's not about, because sometimes you get stuck in the mentality like, no, I gotta be me, I gotta be real. I'm not changing. Like, nah, you can evolve. You can still be the same person, and just be smoother about it or do things just a little differently.
Like I said, anybody is around me, like you'll say, I don't keep yes men around me. But like I said, even with that, because I was very harsh on my delivery, and I know people be like, you didn't have to say it. Like, I'm like, okay, I can see how you took that disrespectful, but this is so now in my me getting older, I'm starting to learn how to deliver these messages in a better package rather than I'm still gonna tell you the truth, but it's gonna be delivered. It's not gonna be like, oh, that's trash. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, hey, maybe you should try such and such. Hey, maybe I don't like this specific part, but maybe you should try. You know what I'm saying? So I will say that now.
It's complicated too, because with that and with different situations, right now I've learned to be a more forgiving person.
Yeah.
I give you a bigger margin of error.
Yeah.
So other people might get mad and be like, yo, this person did this, and I hate them for that, and they wrong. And me, I try to be like, hey, we're all humans. We all gonna mess up. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt until I run out of the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. And maybe that's just me being too nice, but I like to give people room for error and be like, you know what, you're human. You messed up. Yeah. What are we going to do now? Now that you messed up, and now that we acknowledge you messed up, what are we doing now?
And that's the thing. It's a lot of the time now, unless it's a crazy action that's extreme, then okay. But if it's something like normal people do, it's not about the action. To me, it's more of the reaction to the action. So if I say, hey, I don't like that you did this, and you're like, hey, you know what? I see what you know what I'm saying? But if you just like, if you do something wrong and you stand on it no matter what, then I can't deal with you because you're not even trying to,
Like, I let her put hands on me once, but twice?
Yeah.
You gotta go.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, bro, But, so we get to a good point, right? I've been wanting to talk about this. I seen it in the news, and I got excited because I'm like, I'm going to say this for the podcast. Listen.
Free my Uncle Gregory.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, get the plug up out of there. There was a Florida man in the Villages, right? 77. And he had Viagra. I don't know if it was Viagra specifically, but he had Viagra. He was the Viagra. He was the plug.
Yeah.
He was the plug out there. He was the party starter. And they got my boy. Free him. Because, like, bro, they don't understand the good that this man was doing. I know you looking at it like, oh, he was smuggling Viagra. You know what I'm saying? But what you don't realize is the party that this man.
I was thinking the negative impact that this had on the community.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought cops were here to protect and serve.
Bro.
It's so funny you said. I thought about the same thing. I'm like, he was on his way to a party. He was the guy. You know in them high school movies, the kid that's bringing the keg, and it's a whole movie?
Bro,
they killed the keg, bro.
That's the keg. He was bringing the keg, and they got, the plug. Free the plug.
Senior citizens, they chilling. They just trying, hey, I'm towards the end. Let me have a good time on the way out. And these cops should go to jail.
That's what I'm saying. Because
These
the
cops should
villages,
go to jail.
we know what they do in the village. And even though people be like, hey, I stay in the villages, we don't do that. Listen, you're going to have to tell me about this story. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't dispute this story. You can't dispute it. But free the plug, man. That's all I wanted to say.
Don't put him in jail. Give him a reward. Give him an award.
Bro, do you know the good that he's brought to so many lives in the villages? Bro, this man deserves an award. He deserves an award. He deserves to be celebrated.
I'm so mad.
He deserves to be celebrated, man. Get that man out of jail. What we got to do? What we got to do to get him out of jail?
I mean, he's 77. He died in jail probably, bro.
He still listen. Did you see? Did you see his mugshot?
Nah,
bro. He was smiling in his mug. This man has done.
He was smiling.
He was smiling, bro. This man has done a lot of good because he was smiling in his mugshot, like a big smile. Like the smile, you know the smile.
I want to say maybe he took some of the drugs, but I wouldn't be smiling if I took them drugs and I'm behind bars now with other men.
Bro, this man, like...
Poor guy, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Free him, man. Free him, bro. Free him.
He ain't deserve that. Oh, he cheated.
He was smiling, bro. Like, you could tell, like, he know he did some good.
Why he look like the guy from Saw?
Bro, because he know he did, but he was the opposite because he did good for the community.
I mean, I feel like the guy from Saw did good for the community. It was an extreme way to go about it, but I like this guy, man.
Free this man. We got, what's his
name?
Can we
do a free him t-shirt?
That's a good idea.
Free my dog.
Free him until he free. We need a free t-shirt. We need to free him t-shirt.
He look like a dentist.
We got to figure out his name.
He look like a rough dentist.
We need to figure out his name because we got to free him. We got to get my boy up out of jail.
We'll get the name and we'll put it up here with his mugshot. I think we're allowed to do that, right?
Free this Florida man.
Knowledge. It's public knowledge. We could do
free
that.
this Florida man. Free him.
Free him. I already know my next. Hey, my next tattoo.
This guy smiling
my
with the
dog.
We gotta free him, man. We gotta free him.
A Doug or Jonathan.
We gotta. That's gonna be my next. So if y'all see me with the t-shirt,
that's the one.
We in there, but listen.
I can't wait to go to the villages. We gotta go to the villages.
I'm excited. I'm happy to be back doing this podcast. Yeah. I missed y'all. I mean, I know I talked to y'all, but I missed y'all.
Nah.
Also, y'all send questions because we like doing questions.
Yeah,
I know we took a break, but we back. We back podcasting. We back better. We doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? That we actually enjoy this. So y'all send us
some more changes. We're gonna upgrade some more. Give us a little bit of time. We got this.
And we hear y'all. We hear y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We got y'all. Stay tuned for the Florida. Stay tuned for third party therapy.
Florida. Third party.
Why you sound sad when you said Florida?
Because I could tell, because this is Florida. The things we've been doing are fun.
Yeah.
And once we put it out there and people see, I already know that this is gonna get worse for me. The type of things they're gonna have us doing, like gonna be like, oh, come do sword swallowing, and it's like, wait, what?
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Wait a minute. Wait, excuse me.
Do you like drinking fire? And then I've already signed my life away to this thing. And
we got this, Florida, y'all. Listen, it's a thing. We got a whole show coming where we doing a whole bunch of Florida things. We're gonna be in the Everglades soon. We did the scuba diving. We're gonna do a lot of things. We're gonna be doing a lot of things.
We need to get a place in the Everglades.
I'm
Close to the
excited.
Everglades.
I'm excited. Anyway, you want to leave something with the people? I feel like with this Florida ring on your mind, man, you got something to leave with the people.
Listen, man, this whole Florida thing and getting involved with Wicks. Like I said, I feel like I just signed a contract to my life away.
We got
So
this.
what can we do? Am I gonna sit here and cry and boo-hoo?
No.
Nah, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's go.
Let's do it.
Life
YOLO.
is short. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take what I don't like and find something that I like about it.
Yeah.
because I gotta deal with this anyway. I signed my life away.
We got this.
So let me have fun doing it. Let me be positive about
YOLO.
it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna just, if this python hunting, am I scared? Should I be scared to get bitten? No, I'm be like, oh, I'm glad something soft is choking me. You know, so
It's
be
not
positive.
soft. It's all muscle. I ain't gonna mess it up. It's soft.
Let's
It's
be
fluffy.
negative.
It's
Let me
fluffy.
be-
It's fluffy.
You know what? Let me not do that because we just talked about friends giving criticism. So I'm gonna think about what you just said, but I'm just saying like deliver better.
Deliver.
Anyways.
You're right. I'm sorry.
That's all I got to say.
I just said that. And I'm gonna leave with y'all. Listen. Sometimes it's not people that change when they get to a certain position. Sometimes it's just the way you look at them. You know what I'm saying? I think bars. Boy, I was listening to that Drake. That Drake got me in my feelings.
That was good.
Yeah, Drake got me in my feelings. But that's it, y'all. OMG is Wicks show. OMG is Wicks. Manny Knox. We'll be back next week.
Peace.
Cue my theme music.
Oh my God, it's